Hello viewers, welcome to ADRE competitive classes. Hope সবে ভালে আছো আমি আৰু আমাৰ preparation খিনি খুব ধুনীয়াকে চলি আছে. So one more English session with you as the series of sentence correction is going on. So as you have been following the classes, so where we have been dealing with sentence correction related to subject verb agreement, sentence correction related to prepositions, tenses and determiners were done. Today's topic is solely devoted to sentence correction on preposition. So what we have been doing for this special preparation, where we are coming up with concept, shortcut techniques and tricks so that the students find it easier while they face the questions on the day of their examinations. The objective of this session is to make sure ki amar preparation to ঠিক ধরনের চলি থাকে sentence correction or series. আজি আমি লৈ আহিছো one more topic as আমি কি কৰি আছিলো for এতিয়া classes খিনি সবে join কৰি আছে যত আমি classes on sentence correction, general studies, reasoning, English, those sessions have been going on. Alongside our English jikhini topic hoy, hekhini topicot ami cover up korisu sentence correction, sentence improvement, vocabulary and reading comprehension. So as of now, sentence correction series is going on. Already we have conducted some sessions. So today's topic, sentence correction related to prepositions. So আৰম্ভ কৰিছো. Hope জনাব sessions খিনি কেনেকে চলি আছে, requirement কি আছে বন্ধুসকল, because with your valuable suggestions I think this channel can surely and certainly grow as the days go by. So topic that we will deal with is a vast one, isn't it? So এইটো এটা English uses or বিষয় যত আমি prepositions or uses বিলাক ব্যৱহাৰ বিলাক কেনেকে কৰিব লাগে তাৰ আসলতে যদি আমি এটা সৰু discussion লওঁ before we proceed to the question answers part, আমি ক্লাছটোক তিনটা মান ক্যাটাগৰীত ডিভাইড কৰিছো. We will try to have a session on certain areas, key areas, the main points that we should be focusing on. কি আমাৰ sectors হ'ব পাৰে, কেনেকে আমি prepositions খিনি correct way use কৰিম, and lastly we have got practice session. So ভিডিওটোৰ শেষলৈকে যদি আপোনালোকে চাই লাষ্টত আমি নিশ্চয়কৈ বহুত কেইটা questions practice and we have some exam questions related to your preparations as well. তো যেতিয়া আমি prepositions ৰ কথা কওঁ আসলতে, so this is actually can be put under the heading of English uses. Itu ব্যবহারিক দিশত সাগে আগৰ ক্লাস বিলাকত আমি একবাৰো কোৱা নাছিলো এইটো কথা. আগৰ ক্লাস বিলাকত আমি কৈছো যে basically are technical approaches that we adopted. So but in prepositions বন্ধুসকল, what we need to be a bit concerned about, we need to be a bit careful on using which preposition is used with particular word. So এইটো কোনোবা এটা ব্যৱহাৰিক দিশত ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিছিল, more of like logic, it's more of like uses. So সেই কাৰণে এইটো এটা এৰিয়া হ'ব আমাৰ যত আমি অকনমান আমাৰ applicationৰ লগতে memory part to will be slightly tested, but তাতেও কিছুমান tips and techniques থাকিব আৰু সেই tips and techniques খিনি লৈ আজি সেশনটো আমি আপোনালোকলৈ যুগতি আইছো. So hope this session benefits you in understanding the term which we have already discussed. Ki preparation for academic English, preparation for competitive English requires complete a different approach altogether. Jetia ami academic English or kotha patu tetia ami akon more of like theories ot jao, but in competitive English that we are preparing for, where we primarily concentrate on various tricks, tips and techniques, the 3 T's that matter, যেটো লৈ পেলাই আমি কোৱেশ্চনস খিনি সলভ কৰিবলৈ পাৰিম. সো আৰম্ভ কৰিছো সেশনটো আৰম্ভ কৰিছো এটা সেন্টেন্স দি পেলাই. The sentence says, let's discuss about prepositions today. What do you think? এই সেন্টেন্সটোত মই ঠিকে সবখিনি বস্তুৰ ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিছো নে? এই সেন্টেন্সটো যেতিয়া মই কৈছো let's discuss about prepositions today, if you pay attention to the sentence, আজি আমি prepositions discuss কৰো. So we come up with this particular statement. Do you think এই sentence to সব ঠিকে আছে or there is any correction required? First of all, I prefer that method. I try to put a question to you and then I'll try to come up with ki tat অসুবিধা বা সুবিধা কেনেকে problems correction কিবা দৰকাৰ হয় নেকি. Anybody commenting on the sentence ki let's discuss about prepositions today. This sentence বন্ধুসকল আমি discuss কৰিম য'ত আমি এই শব্দটো ইয়াতে ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিছো let's discuss about prepositions. So this is a particular area য'ত আমি এইখিনি বস্তু যদি যোনে ক্লাছ কেইটা কৰে সদায় বিচাৰিম যে আপোনালোকে নোটছ কৰি যাওক because that is what is mostly the one. Let's discuss the prepositions. Okay, perhaps no, we are not talking about one specific prepositions, but in this very question সদায় এটা বস্তু আমি এনেকে আগবাঢ়িম যে ডিসকাস বোলা ওয়ার্ডটোৰ লগত কোনো ধৰণৰ prepositionৰ দৰকাৰ নহয়. So very common error because these are the things that normally competitive exams ask for. They often say sometimes maybe আকৌ কওঁ যিটো বস্তু আমি কথা পাতোতে কওঁ in the correct English uses that may not be the one we are using it correctly as well. So we need to be a bit careful while we talk about those prepositions. While we talk about these prepositions called let's discuss আসল শুদ্ধ বাক্যটো কি হ'ব লাগিছিল let's discuss prepositions today. So Avigan, very good afternoon, hope all are doing good. So we are coming up with a session on prepositions today which says keep discuss word is not followed by any prepos. So I will come up this session in this way. So just before we proceed further, এটা সৰু সদায় ভাবো বহুতে কয় কি কম্পিটিটিভ এক্সামত আমাক ইমান থিওৰি নালাগে হয় আমাক ইমান থিওৰি নালাগে বাট থিওৰিজ যদি আমি লওঁ লৈ পেলাই যদি আমি প্ৰবলেমছ খিনি বুজিব যত্ন কৰো then it becomes must. Mitra, very good afternoon, hope all are good. We have just started a session on prepositions today. We'll be trying to deal with various intricacies of prepositions যত দ্বাৰা আমি জানিব যত্ন কৰিম যে কোনটো prepositions কেতিয়া আৰু কোনটো সময়ত ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিব লাগে. And that's why I always feel friends ki a term should be known so that we can use it in a proper and authentic way. Because what is a preposition? আমি সবে জানো preposition এটা শব্দ which is placed before a noun or a pronoun. And what purpose does it serve? It serves a purpose to show its relation with something else in the sentence. So prepor logot ako determiner koto itu kotha koisilu ei concept khini অকনমান যদি বুজি আমি গৈ থাকো কি determiner e jeneke nounor ba pronounor jitu amar quantity ba position bujale agor jikhini videos goise hope agor class khini khub dhuniyake apnaloke follow korise where we have discussed subject verb agreement, tenses, determiners, sentence correction ore sarita exclusive lecture ahil tar pisot conjunction, then we'll have mixed. Aru jodi kiba apnalokok laga thake do comment so that we can design a course accordingly your requirement, isn't it? So etia ami koisu kotha eta a preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation with something else in the sentence. So ekhini okonman ami monot rakhim mukhosto koribo dorkar nai but অকনমান আমি মনত ৰাখি ইয়াক আগবাঢ়ি যাম. Very good afternoon all. So the class is primarily divided into these two broader categories. Now আমি already one category discuss কৰিলো called what is preposition. I'll try to come up with heading number 1. We will try to discuss there are various words in English uses they never take preposition. Very interesting for your purpose. There are certain words jibilakor logot ami ketiaba preposition ব্যবহাৰ কৰো but they never take any prepo. 1. Number 2, we will try to discuss there are some words which always take fixed preposition because we have already discussed this is an area where English uses is primarily focus rather than application. তো আমি অকন ব্যৱহাৰিক দিশটোৰ বিষয়ে আজি কথা পাতিছো বাকি ক্লাস বিলাকত মই একবাৰো কোৱা নাছিলো কি এটো মুখস্থ কৰিব লাগিব আজিও নকওঁ মুখস্থ কৰিব লাগিব but thing is that we need to be a bit careful with certain words না না এইকিটা ওয়ার্ডৰ লগত প্ৰেপ হ'ব নোৱাৰে আচ্ছা আমি গম পালো so this is how we need to really follow it up the topic called prepositions and last but not the least we'll try to discuss words that take different prepositions and finally that the segment that you all love is called the question answer one which is also waiting and we have got some exam questions for your practice as well so let's discuss kiba question thakile janabo the words with no preposition very important all these words the list that I have come up with jodi ami sob kita word ekbar sai diu enter return despite discuss attack comprise describe resemble emphasize investigate revert all these words they never take any prepositions no prepo after them pisoloi parile ekita wordor list copy dhuniake likhi thole bhal je enter return despite many competitive examinations we have come up questions like despite of poverty he succeeded in the examination na despite के बाद कोई prepo नहीं आने वाला है ঠিক वैसे ही enter return discuss আজি ক্লাসটো আমি আৰম্ভই কৰিছিলো তেনেকে let's discuss about prepositions প্ৰায় কেতিয়াবা আমি কৈ পাওঁ কি জানিবা মুখেদি let's discuss about this discussion হলে লাগিব বন্ধুসকল we had a discussion on preposition like that but discuss about not required so এইবিলাক wordৰ লগত hope all of you are following অভিজ্ঞান Mitra, all of you are following and any question till now এটা সৰু আমাৰ areas থাকিব ইয়াৰ লগত কাৰণ মই আকৌ কওঁ আমি জৰ কাৰণে প্ৰিপেয়াৰ কৰি আছো যত আমাৰ exceptions often become rules what do I mean by that so the word enter doesn't take any preposition if we talk about any physical thing like for example he entered into the playground incorrect entered ke baad no prepo if we are talking about a physical thing like a playground school auditorium hall whatever you talk about but friends if enter is used for an abstract thing অকনমান বুজি নাপালে কৈ দিব কাৰণ exceptions খিনি খুব important if enter is talking about an abstract thing not physical কেনেকুৱা example হ'ব পাৰে for example if we talk about say we have entered into an era of e-learning we have entered into an era of e-learning now in this very sentence we have used entered and which is followed by a prepo into এইটো sentence কিন্তু শুদ্ধ কিয় শুদ্ধ because if enter is used for an abstract thing abstract মানে যেটো physical নহয় something that is not physical like era of e-learning এইটো এটা কোনো physical space এর কথা নাই বুঝোৱা here we are not talking about an auditorium stadium compound something like that so in that particular sentence friends we will be needing into but baki enter or logot into baki prepositions নহয় any question those who are watching or any doubts coming up any question till now so enter is not followed by any prepo but if we are talking about a physical space then enter is followed by into anyone কাৰোবাৰ মনত কিবা question or shall we proceed further? Please note down these words. Later on you can do that. Video to post kori he note kini loi lobo para jabo. Jot koise ei keita word or logot jodi prepo ahise resemble. Many tend to say she resembles to her mother. Na, resembles her mother. Bas, fine, done and dusted. We don't require any prepo. Thik teneke rest of the other questions describe, emphasize, investigate, revert, return back, bohote koa jay, return back, all these things won't be in use. So etu eta list number 1 ami note korilu. Moving on to the next sentence. Let's call this A and B. Let's call this A and B. A, B. Any idea? Out of these two sentences, which one is correct? I went to home last night. I went to my home last night. Any comment on that? Anyone commenting on this? I went to home last night. I went to my home last night. Eibilak question e ami porikha bilakot pam. Anybody commenting? A correct or B correct or both correct? Options are both correct, one correct, or something like that. Find the correct statement. Which sentence is the correct one? A or B? We have got one statement from Nasreen coming up, which is A is the correct one. Anyone else? Both correct, both incorrect? Any other comment? Anybody else commenting? No, till now this much. Okay. Just a note to remember. The word home is not preceded by any prepo. মানে home শব্দটোৰ আগত কোনো ধৰণৰ preposition নালাগে. home শব্দটোৰ আগত কোনো ধৰণৰ preposition নালাগে. But there is a but. As we always say, we are preparing for an examination where exceptions become rules. এই বস্তুটো খুব ভালকে মন কৰক. যেতিয়াই যিকোনো বস্তু নপৰক খালি খুটি নাটিকে পঢ়িব লাগিব, কাৰণ পৰীক্ষাত এনেকে বস্তুটো নাহে কি হোম এনেকে পঢ়ি নথব কি হোমৰ আগত কেতিয়াও প্ৰেপ নবহে ফুল ষ্টপ না. Don't read like this. Try to find out, are there any exceptions to these theories? কাৰণ পৰীক্ষাত যিখিনি বস্তু তেওঁলোকে দিয়ে তেওঁলোকে exceptions খিনিৰ লগত খেল খেলে হয়, মিত্ৰা হয়, some of the answers are coming. So when it says the exception to কি হয়, exception to কি হয়, but if we use এটা টার্ম ইউজ কৰিছো মই বুজাই আছো তাৰ মানে কি জানে বহুতে. If we use a possessive pronoun, if we use a possessive pronoun মানে যাত মালিকী সত্ত্ব বুজাইছে, ownership বুজাইছে, like my home, our classroom, his pen, her t-shirt. So when you talk about all those statements, this is called possessive pronoun. নহয় জানো যিবিলাকে মালিকী সত্ত্ব বুজাইছে, ownership বুজাইছে. But if we use a possessive pronoun before whom, then to is used. That is a note for us to remember. Nasreen, hope the logic is conveyed well to you. I went to home last night. Incorrect sentence. The sentence will be I went home last night. অসমীয়াৰ লগত অকণ প্ৰব্লেম. আমি কি হয় কেতিয়াবা অনুবাদ কৰি দিওঁ. মই ঘৰলৈ গৈছিলো. আচ্ছা লৈটো আছে তাতে. কোনোবাই শুদ্ধকৈ কয় মই ঘৰ গৈছিলো ন, মই ঘৰ গৈ আছো. So ঘৰলৈ গৈছিলো. So like that, when we are using that expression, oh ইয়াতটো to লাগিব চাগে. Yes. So when we are saying I went to home last night, this particular sentence home के पहले कोई positive pronoun नहीं है. home के पहले कोई positive pronoun नहीं है. So home और আগত केতিয়াও prepo নবহে. কিন্তু বন্ধুসকল যদি হোমৰ আগত আমি ইয়াতে বহাই কি দিছো my, so we have used my over here, so which is a possessive pronoun, and hence I went to home. B correct, A incorrect. Logic understood? Logically বুঝিম, এনেকে বুঝিম যাতে পৰীক্ষাত যদি প্ৰশ্ন আহে আমি আনসাৰ কৰি আহিম। আকৌ বাৰে বাৰে কওঁ যেহেতু বহুত পৰীক্ষাত নেগেটিভ মাৰ্কিং নাই, লাইক ফৰ এক্সাম্পল ডিৰেক্ট ৰিক্ৰুটমেন্ট এণ্ড অল, so the main objective will be মই কিমান শুদ্ধকে কৰিব পাৰো। Though there are certain exams, if you are preparing for SSC, banking and all these things, there you might be worrying about before trying, but in certain exams where you don't have negative markings for that, you need to go for speed as well as for your accuracy. So দুটা কেতিয়া আহিব, যেতিয়া আমাৰ very minutely we will be paying attention to those aspects. So মনত ৰাখিব চাগে, মনত ৰব বুলি ভাবিছো, হোমৰ আগত প্ৰেপ নবহে, but হোমৰ আগত my, his, her আহিলে কিন্তু to আহিব। Moving on. Now we come to the second point, which is called a fixed prepo. এটুও কেতিয়াবা important. When we use certain fixed prepo, because we have said to begin the session with, this is an area of English uses. কোনোবাই আৰম্ভণিতে এইবিলাক prepo use কৰি গল and we cannot really change. But in আগৰ ক্লাছ বিলাকত আমি এইটো কথা কোৱা নাছিলো কি এইটো মুখস্থ কৰক, আমি টেকনিক্যালি চাইছিলো parenthesis, not only but also we have paid attention to each and everything yesterday already, যেতিয়া tense কৰিছো আগৰ ক্লাছ খিনিৰ প্লেলিষ্টত আপোনালোকে পাব গোটেইখিনি, so there you need to follow it up if English or basics of অকনমান কাম কৰিব লগা বুলি আপোনালোকে ভাবে, so do those videos, perhaps will help you in your preparation to those exams as well. So insist and persist, আমি লজিকটো এনেকে যাব পাৰো, দুটাই অকনমান জোৰ দিয়া বুজাইছে, but অলপ দেৰি আগতে মনত আছে নে ফ্ৰেণ্ডছ, আমি এটা ওয়ার্ড পাইছিলো emphasize. Emphasis doesn't take any prepo, that's the funda. অলপ আগতে আমাৰ লিষ্টত এখন ওয়ার্ড আছিল যদি মনত আছে, so there is a word called emphasize, that is also a word that primarily give stresses to something, but what we put, no prepo. For those words we don't have any preposition to be precisely, but এতিয়া আমি word পাই আছো কি insist and persist. With insist and persist we always need to use on. He insisted on my presence, he persisted on me staying on that particular function and so on. So এই দুটাৰ লগত এনেকে পঢ়িলে চাগে মোৰ বোধৰে অকনমান হলেও preparation to অকন বেলেগ এংগেলত যাব, rather than only mugging up some questions won't help, because what requires that insist persist, পৰীক্ষাত sentence বেলেগকে আহিব পাৰে, but আমি insist আৰু persist যদি পাওঁ আমি follow up কৰিম তাহাঁতৰ লগত on আছে কি নাই. This is how we will try to follow it up. That I think most of you are aware, but many times seen these words are asked in an examination. Pay attention to each and every one. Prevent, hinder, restrict, abstain, aloof, refrain, debar. All are to some extent vocab কৰিলে আৰু আমি ডিটেইলছত আকৌ যাম, all are to some extent is related to stopping something. পুৰা stop নহয়, কৰবাত বাধা দিছে, allow কৰা নাই, uses বেলেগ বেলেগ, যেতিয়া আমি gap filling or question কৰিম, ক'ত আমি abstain use কৰিম, ক'ত আমি debar use কৰিম, ক'ত আমি aloof use কৰিম, so all are to some extent related to stopping, like prevent, hinder, restrict, abstain, aloof, refrain, debar. এই গোটেই কেইটাৰ লগত বন্ধুসকল আপোনালোকে জানে চাগে কোনটো ওয়ার্ড লয়, মই এটুত বেছি সময় নলওঁ, ইয়াৰ লগত লয় ওয়ার্ডটো from. All these will be followed up by from. গোটেই কেইটা ওয়ার্ডে সদায় নিজৰ লগত from লব. Pay attention to the structure once. Say for example, if we use this expression like he prevented me from or পিছত যেটো আমি verb লিখো তাৰ আমি ing form to লিখিব লাগে, participle form to তাৰ লগত আহে, he prevented me from say doing this. So এইটো কেতিয়াবা error important হৈ যায়, like he prevented me from doing this. So বাকি গোটেই কেইটাৰ লগত আমি এইটো structure almost follow কৰিব পাৰো, এই কেইটা words ৰ লগত follow up prepo is from. Prevent, hinder, restrict, abstain, aloof, refrain, debar. ঠিক আছে? Moving on. এতিয়ালৈকে কিবা question? এইটো আপোনালোকে কক, এইটো আপোনালোকে কক। Can you prefer, preferable, superior? Abhigyan has a question first. Yes, Abhigyan. Yes, Abhigyan. Good going. So prefer, preferable, superior, inferior, senior, junior. Very good. Good answer. Not with a question mark. I will say the full stop out there, Abhigyan, because that's the answer we're looking for. Whenever we use these Latin adjectives, they are known as prefer, preferable. Porikha bilakot khub dia dekha jay, they tend to use THAN. I prefer tea than milk. বহুতে এইটো অকণমান কেতিয়াবা ভুলটো হৈ যায়, but prefer এর লগত comparison অহা নাই, that is I am preferring that. So all these words will be followed by not then, it should be followed by I prefer tea to milk be the answer. Yes, very good answer. গোটে কিটাৰ লগত then নহয়, গোটে কিটাৰ লগত হয়গে to. Especially prefer, preferable, এইকিটা বাৰু common. Prefer, preferable sometimes might be asked in your exams as well. Okay. 18টা বেশি problem নাই 18টাত. Between, among and amid. When you use these expressions between, among and amid, say these three sentences, I think দিব নেকি আপোনালোকে answer to. Let's call this between 1, let's call this among 2, amid 3. Let this call this sentence A, B আৰু C. 8 কি হ'ব? 1, 2 or 3? 8 কি হ'ব? 1, 2 or 3? Three options are there. Three options are there. What will be? We have got one answer. We have got one answer till now. Anybody else commenting? Okay, can't wait too long. So you and me, I have received 2 offers for the TV set. Yes, correct. It has to be 2 persons. The theory is when you talk about 2 individuals, 2 groups we're talking about. Here it should be between. So let's put between over here. Number B of Igan. The thief walked dash 5 of us. The thief walked dash 5 of us. Between, among, amid. Between, among, amid. Yes, it should be. B is 2. So it should be more than. When you talk about use among for 2 plus. 2 plus, but remember 2 plus countable. 2 plus countable nouns. If you talk about use among, the thief walked among 5 of us be the answer. And obviously, ek hi bacha hai. The thief escaped dash confusion. Use amid, এইটো খুব আহে পৰীক্ষাত competitive examত, for uncountable nouns. For uncountable nouns. Like confusion. আমি তো ক'ব নোৱাৰো কিমানখিনি confusion হ'ল. So that's why we can't say that. So here we'll go with the thief amid confusion. Good going till now. So it should be between 2 persons, you and me, 5 of us, among, confusion, uncountable noun, go with amid. So moving on. Horu kisuman points also sometimes important on the day of our examination. Just passing on these simple notes. At. Use at while you talk about some smaller duration of the day, like dawn, dusk, sunset. A smaller duration of the day. But use in while you talk about parts of the day. Difference. At ko use karenge smaller duration mein, sunset, dawn, evening, like that. So when you talk about the parts of the day which used before the name of parts like morning, evening. In that case, it should be in the evening. Like that way, we should be following. কেতিয়াবা এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ questions আমি পাম. Now, এইটোত আমি questionত বেছি exercise কৰিম এতিয়া. Now we'll move to the segment that we are waiting for to solve some question answers which normally come in various competitive examinations. যদিও academic purpose-তো বহুতৰে serve হ'ব পাৰে এই session-টো on prepositions, but focus is primarily on competitive exams. But এটা দুটা কথা আমি just কৈ লৈছো, because say for example, let's take a word called annoy. Annoy বা vex. Annoy or vex. Annoy or vex means somehow irritating. অলপমান বিৰক্তি, আমনি, দিগদাৰি দিয়া. And also let's take a word called furious. More এটা সৰু reason আছে before taking both these words. আমি যেটো কথা পাতি আছো, words followed by different prepositions. We will try to see annoy and vex এ কি prepo লয় আমি একবাৰ চাই লওঁ. Annoy আৰু vex এ লয় at আৰু with. At আৰু with. At কেতিয়া হয়? At হয় when we talk about use annoy. At is for something. And vex মানেও একে দেই, irritating. With for somebody. বুজি নাপালে please question কৰিব. Furious, that means slightly becoming angry, fast and furious. সবে all of us are aware of that term, নহয় জানো? Furious. So while we are talking about furious, এই wordটো একে preposition এ লয়, which is at আৰু with, but the condition simply get reversed. কেনেকে আমি চাওঁ, this time at is for somebody. এইবিলাকৰ কাৰণেই preposition এৰিয়াটো অকণমান challenging হৈ যায়. With is for something. Hope the logic is understood, or any question, any one of you. বুজাব পাৰিছো কথাটো? The words followed by different prepositions. You use annoy বা vex, which means almost same, synonymous to অকণমান irritating, disturbing, of so on. Use annoy at for something, annoy with for somebody. But আমি এনেকে পঢ়িব নোৱাৰো যে at মানেই something, with মানেই somebody. The condition simply gets reversed. The condition simply gets reversed when you talk about words like furious, dot at for somebody, or with for something. Any question, anyone? Any question, anyone? Or shall I proceed? এইটো পাৰ্টটো বুজাব পাৰিছো? যদি with example, if you require, we can, or shall we proceed to the next part? Any question? ঠিকে আছে? All okay? All okay? Any question? Okay, no question it seems. Okay, chalo. Now we have got the question answers part coming. ঠিক আছে, your turn to take one at a time. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we need to do is that right now we are concentrating, as you know, the topic today is preposition. So we'll solely devoted the session on preposition. But কব পাৰে এটা কোৱেশ্চন, আমি কেনেকে গম পাম পৰীক্ষাত যে prepositional error থাকিব? তাৰ কাৰণে আমি এটা series যেটো আমি রান কৰি আছো, where we are concentrating on a particular topic. First session we concentrated on subject and verb agreement. Second session we concentrated on tenses. Third session we concentrated on determiners. This is the fourth session on sentence correction, where we are devoting our session only to prepositions. So in the upcoming sessions, we will have mix, where we will almost solve 50 plus questions with all the theories that whatever you have accumulated, we will try to apply while we solve these questions. But today, let's check out what our basic understanding of preposition is. Question number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is underlined, and we have got one option called no improvement as well. So waiting for We have got one answer till now. Anyone else marking? Copy this word by word. That's a common word that we often say word by word lage. We have got word first option being preferred by many till now. So we will surely say good to see you all got first one correct. So this is not word by word. This is always word for word, exactly verbatim. Exact words to lage jitu word koise hetu word e mok lage. I don't need anything else. So this is word for word, not word by word. Bahute jodi etu eta bhul hoi asil, please do correct that. It is word for word, not word by word. Moving on to question number 2. The president conferred the Khel Ratna award to Lovelina Borgohain. So the prestigious Khel Ratna award that she got on 2021, if I'm not wrong, I think নহয়. So the president conferred মানে দিয়া, সন্মান, এটো ভাল শব্দ এটা, conferred, bestow, all these words. So let's see how you react to 1, 2, 3, 4. No improvement is also one of the answers. Need to pay attention to that as well. So the president conferred the Khel Ratna award to Lovelina Borgohain. Anyone marking? Anyone trying? Conferred the Khel Ratna award. No improvement में हम लोग जा रहे हैं, जा सकते हैं, कोई इशू नहीं है. Anyone else trying? Anyone else trying? Only one answer till now. Okay, we need to proceed further as well. Okay, only one answer. Shall we close it out? Okay, finally closing it. So the conferred word, the word confer, whenever we use, it's not something that is being physically handed over. So like I gave this pen to XYZ, that's a different thing. But confer is used while you give honor to somebody, while you bestow honor to someone. যেতিয়া আমি ভকাপ কৰিম তেতিয়া আমি আকৌ এইবিলাক কথা ডিসকাস কৰিম যে confer কেতিয়া ইউজ হয়, give কেতিয়া ইউজ কৰিব লাগে. So all these things we'll try to come up with. Now confer is a particular expression which is followed by not to, it is followed by on. তেওঁৰ লৈ দিয়া হোৱা নাই, তেওঁৰ ওপৰত দিয়া হৈছে. That's the confer. এনেকে পঢ়ক যেতিয়া preparation to কৰিব. Write the word confer and you write the prepo on, not to. Confer is followed by on, not to. Hence our answer we are looking for is second option, naki the fourth option. Move to the question number 3. Interesting one. One long phrase has been underlined. I came across with serious difficulties in studying English during my school days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see. I came across with serious difficulties in studying English during my school days. So the question also giving you slight indication about time. এইবিলাক ক্লু আমি লব যত্ন কৰিব লাগিব যেতিয়া আমি মিক্স ক্লাছটো কৰিম তেতিয়া আমি ডিসকাস কৰিম of that sort that during my school days. What time are you talking about? We are not talking about present time, we are talking about the past time. So we have already received one answer. Anyone else commenting? Anyone else commenting on that? So I came across with serious difficulties in studying English during my school days. Okay, very good going. So it is another one to remember that the phrase came across is never followed by any preposition. So based on that, I can eliminate the second option. Come across only because we are talking about past time. That's why third is gone. Have to implying a kind of a force that is not essential. Good going. Those who have marked has to be the fourth option, the answer we are looking for. Very good. ये वाला question many times various government exams we often come up with questions related to this word. Not this question. আকৌ কওঁ আমি question memorize কৰিবলৈ ইয়াতে session কৰা নাই. okay, চলো. We have already got one answer coming. এইটো মই অকণমান থিয়ৰী এপ্ৰ'চত যাম হা, কাৰণ এইটো মোক লাগিছে অকণমান আমাক এটা এপ্ৰ'চ দৰকাৰ হ'ব পাৰে। আপোনালোকে আনসাৰটো কৰক, মই অকণমান হৈছে? Only one answer till now? Only one answer or anybody else marking? Only one answer or anybody else is marking? Okay then, closing it on. Closing it on, anybody marking? After the accident, the cow died dash the injuries. Anybody else marking or only one will go with? Okay, let's try to find out. এখিনি বস্তু পিছলৈ লিখি থৈ দিলো ভাল. Most of you are aware of, as we always have been saying, ki these things mostly we taught during our we were taught during our school days, isn't it? So now the problem lies in that they are asking us for a different kind of an application. We need to apply whatever we have learned. That's why we really draw a demarcation between competitive and the academic English that we have. বস্তুটো একেটাই, কিন্তু আমি তাক এতিয়া অকণ বেলেগ ধৰণে কোৱেশ্চনটো পঢ়িব লগা হৈছে। Now একবাৰ চাই লৈছো ডাইৰ লগত এই prepositions কেইটাই কি কি মিন কৰে। What is called the problem of foreign language, is not it? Amar besi khai moril, panit pori moril, okhot moril, hoi gol moril boli kor logole. Kintu jodi context different hoi jay nohoy, in English uses prepo also differs. Let's see. Die of is disease, hoy ne? Die in is accident. Die for is noble cause. দেহৰ কাৰণে মৰিল। Dying for somebody तो ये बहुत rarely होता है, but still a disease, accident, noble cause. Die from is suffering, hard work like this and that. Die by to bapre horrible one, so which is kind of the self, like committing suicide, taking poison, like that sort of thing. Died by taking poison, like that. Now এবাৰ কনসেন্ট্ৰেট কৰিব নেকি লিষ্ট যিখন আমি ইয়াতে লিখিলো। এই সেন্টেন্সটোত ডিজিজ, এক্সিডেন্ট, নোবেল কজ, সাফারিং or self? Can anyone comment on that? Okay, interesting one. It's a very interesting question. Love that question very much. Please pay attention to one more time. Die dash accident নাই কোৱা। Die dash accident নাই কোৱা। If you try to find out that idea, the question does not say accident. The question has said the object used here is the injuries. Injuries ok ami kuntu category pelam? Disease, accident, novel cause, suffering, na self? Can you comment on this? Yes, finally, there I durustai, as we say, it is the third option we are looking for. নহয় জানো? So তোমার third option ত শুদ্ধ হল, কিন্তু আমার ইয়াতে তো সব ঠিকই আছে সাগে। Sentence 2, after the accident the cow died. This sentence বন্ধুসকল does not require any improvement at all. Check. সৰু বস্তু এটাত খেলিছিলে কোৱেশ্চনটোৱে। কোৱেশ্চনটো একদম সৰু বস্তুত খেলিছে। That's why this theoretical part is important. অকল যদি আমি এনেকে কৰি যাওঁ, এই কোৱেশ্চনটো die from injury হ'ব, বাস no improvement, এনেকে প্ৰিপাৰেচন নহয় আসলতে। That is not the way that you should be preparing. Let it be whatever exam you are preparing for. So preparation should be done on a basis যত আমি বুজি লব লাগিব কি তাৰ অবজেক্টিভটো কি। Okay, off to কেতিয়া বেমাৰ, in accident, কারণ এই বস্তুখিনি যদি আমি এইটো বস্তু আহাৰ লগে লগে আমাৰ আনসাৰ আহিল, কিন্তু এইটো বস্তু আহাৰ লগে লগে আমাৰ আনসাৰ আহিল যে এইটো ইনজুৰিড হৈছে। সো আফটার দ্য এক্সিডেন্ট, কোৱেশ্চনটো খেলিছে এইখিনি পাৰ্টত। আফটার দ্য এক্সিডেন্ট, এক্সিডেন্ট অলৰেডি হৈ গল। এক্সিডেন্ট হৈ যোৱাৰ পিছত তেওঁ দুখ পাইছিলে গৰুটো। দুখ পোৱাৰ ফলত তেওঁৰ কি হল, তেওঁৰ ইনজুৰি সাস্টেইন কৰি 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 তেওঁ ইনজুৰিৰ পৰা মৰিব লগা হল, নহয় জানো? সো দ্য কোৱেশ্চন হিয়াৰ ইট শুড বি ফ্ৰম দ্য ইনজুৰিজ, নট ইন। হা, সো প্লিজ আই থিংক এইটো এটা এনেকুৱা কোৱেশ্চন কৰিলে আমাৰ প্ৰিপাৰেচনটো ভাল হয়। আনসাৰ আহিছে নাই অহা ডাঙৰ কথা নহয়, কিন্তু যেতিয়া আমি চাম কি না এতিয়া আমাৰ আহিব, দ্যাটস দ্য অবজেক্টিভ, যে আমি পিছলৈ আৰু ভুলটো নকৰো। এইটো চাগে সবৰে আহিব, মই অলপ আগতে ডিসকাস কৰিছো। লেটস সি সেন্টেন্স তো বহুত ভাল লাগে ডেথ ইজ প্রেফারেবল দেন ডিসগ্রেস প্রাণ যায় পর শান না যায় isn't it like that না অসন্মানতকেতো মৃত্যুৱে ঠিক death is preferable dash disgrace yes very good that's a very lovely line also so death is preferable লগত already আমি কলো it should be followed by to so it is the third option coming yeah another one যিটো পৰীক্ষাৰ পিছত আমি সবকে জনাম যে we congratulate you dash your success question saying from your কি কৈছে for your success কৈছে ঠিকে আছে কথা নাই অপশনত কি আছে at on in no improvement is also there we congratulate you dash your success we congratulate you dash your success good one very good one it is another one that আমি কেতিয়াবা ভুল কৰো for আৰু এটৰ মাজত confusion আহে but it is not the one it is followed by congratulate is always followed by on your success so এইবিলাক হল fixed prepo যদি fixed prepo তো মনত ৰাখো আমি congratulate লগত বেলেগ কোনো preposition নহব it is always and always followed by on congratulate on your success not any other prepo okay now এতিয়া আমি আমাৰ exam type error ত আহিছো what do I mean by exam type error লাহে লাহে মই difficulty level টো বঢ়াম অলরেডি আমি কৰিছো আগৰ তিনটা সেশনত যদি আজি আমাৰ লগত কোনোবা ফার্স্ট টাইম এসোসিয়েট হৈছে একবাৰ কৈছো যে one sentence has been divided into four parts one sentence has been divided into four parts marked as A B C and D please pay utmost respect to the option D as well which means the sentence does not require any improvement sentence ত কোনো error নাই তো যদি আমাক লাগিছে error টো ইয়াত আছে এইটো আনসার ইয়াত লাগিছে B আনসার ইয়াত লাগিছে C আনসার কত নাই then the answer is D now yes answer आ भी गया हम लोगों का very good terrorism is still a big threat of India it's a small sentence can I ask you can you say what should be the correct one because অকল answer to আমার objective নহয় can you say yes love that very good is a big threat के बाद आज prepo कर रहे हैं तो आप लोगों को थोड़ा पता चल रहा है कि prepo में ही गड़बड़ होगा but still बाद में जब mixed वाला class आएगा on that day SB होगा कि conjunction होगा कि tense होगा prepo होगा determiners होगा सारा जब mix होंगे तब मजा आएगा सेशन में करने के लिए so it is terrorism is still a big threat to India not of India good answer let's see number 2 the law prohibits passengers in bringing weapons onto the plane no error okay interesting the law prohibits the passengers in bringing weapons onto the plane no error is our answer क्या बोलते हो इस बार A B C D initially you mark A B C D then we'll see what should be the right one great going because we discussed these are certain fixed prepo very good if you are applying these things so this is what the session really demands from the viewers कि the law prohibits मतलब बाधा देना रोकना passengers in bringing नहीं हो सकता है stop वाला के साथ क्या आता है from there may be someone who watch this class now or later on they might see ki the use of onto can you explain because seen sometimes the students are slightly worried about the use of onto in this question I would just like to give you a simple hint ki use of the preposition onto is basically used while you talk about from a lower surface to a higher one from a lower level to a upper or higher one. Like the passengers will from low to high. So that's one. Say for example, if we say the cat jumped onto the table. Prior to that jump, the cat was on the floor. But floor से table तक का jump किया from lower to upper one. Then we use onto. Then opposite is into, from higher to lower. So like say the boy jumped into the pool from a higher one to a lower one, isn't it? So all these uses are also sometimes important, but এই কোশ্চেনটোত খুব বঢ়িয়াকে ইউজ কৰিছে onto, কাৰণ passengers বিলাক মাটিৰ পৰা প্লেনত যদি উঠি যাব ওপৰলৈ, so the law prohibits passengers from bringing weapons onto the plane. Right use, answer correct. It should be the option. It should be option B. Okay, next one. Next one. Next one. Rajiv closely resembles to his father not only in physical features but also in habits. No error. Answer আহিছে কিন্তু মোটামুটি answers প্ৰায় আৰু কিবা কোনোবাই Rajiv closely resembles not his matlab can you mark A B C D? A, okay, A, not his वाला part closely resembles ना वो नहीं होगा तब ये नोट कहां चला जाएगा तभी A incorrect. May I know the reason why is A incorrect? May I know the reason, just for reason why something we have discussed? Can you just tell me why is A incorrect? अगर यहां पे नोट लगा रहे हो तो ये नोट कहां जाएगा? डबल नोट तो नहीं हो सकता है. To will not be present. Yes, resembles के बाद हमको कोई prepo नहीं चाहिए. Remember the list that we discussed. There are some words they never take preposition. So Rajiv closely resembles his father not only in his features but also in habits. Good going. Answer is A. Answer में correct है. हाँ बढ़िया, अच्छा क्वेश्चन. No prepo. Yes, very good. Agree. Good going. After my interview by the selection panel, okay, एक थोड़ा after my interview के बाद में बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग. I was waiting for a response. Interview हो गया, अभी मेरे को कॉल आने का बाकी था, but they did not revert back. No error. अच्छा, चलो let's see क्या होता है इसमें. After my interview by the selection panel तो ठीक है लगी ऐसे. Kiba opinion? Anyone else? Exam question কোনবা এটা গভর্নমেন্ট এক্সামত এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ কোৱেশ্চন আহিছে. Anyone? Sentence লম্বা হলে ভয় খাব নালাগে, লাহে লাহে আমি লেংথটো বঢ়াম. মই আৰম্ভণি টেৰৰিজিমৰ কোৱেশ্চনটো এটা লাইনতে আছিল, বাট সেন্টেন্স লম্বা সৰুৰ লগত কথা নাই. এপ্ৰোচ আমাৰ ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট. এটা পাৰ্ট চাও আমি. After my interview by the selection panel. Okay, pause. Any problem? I was waiting for a response. I के साथ was बाद में जब सारा थ्योरी आएगा. Waiting for a response. A response. ठीक है लगी ऐसे. তেনেকে আমি আগবাঢ়ো. No error is also a respectable option, I think sometimes. So what do you think? What do you think? Can you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Closing it. So closing it in the sense that this sentence, friends, if you have observed it in the list, that like resemble যেনেকে মনত ৰৈছিলে, resemble লগত prepo নালাগে, ঠিক তেনেকে ৰেভাৰ্টৰ লগতো আমাক কোনো প্ৰেপৰ দৰকাৰ নাই ৰেভাৰ্ট মানেই ৰিটাৰ্ণ কৰি মোৰ তাত কোনো ধৰণৰ ৰিয়েকশ্যন নাহিল পিছলে so but they did not revert prepo is additionally used which is not required in this sentence hence the answer is C মনত ৰাখিব এই লিষ্টটো দিয়া আছিল আগত আকৌ একবাৰ লিষ্টটো নোট কৰি থলে ভাল মোৰ বোধেৰে কাৰণ revert and back like return back যেনেকে ইউজ নহয় revert back is also not used going on two more questions I believe the sole behind conducting such programs okay এখিনি আমি এতিয়া জানো কেনেকে সাবজেক্ট বিচাৰিব লাগে the sole idea এটো আমাৰ সাবজেক্ট সাগে নহয় the sole idea behind conducting such programs is to earn নকৰিব এতিয়ালৈকে because subject is not such programs subject is the sole idea के बाद prepo आ गया मतलब उसका पहला वाला subject ही होगा ये object हो जाएगा conducting such programs is to create any answer দীঘল sentence আহিলে অকনমান কিয় ফসি যাওয়াৰ দৰে হৈছো আমি ফসিব নালাগে তাত আমি approaches বিচাৰো is to create awareness among the young minds okay among the young minds obviously more than 2+ young minds we are talking about চাওকচোন কিবা answer আহে নেকি the sole idea behind conducting such programs our answer subject is sole idea programs is to create awareness among the young minds for our culture no error any answer এনেকুৱা আনসাৰ আহিলেহে ভাল লাগিব যে সৰু কিটাটো আহিছে বাৰু ডাঙৰ কিটা আহিলেহে অলপমান লাগিব কি আমি এপ্ৰোচ টো কোন বুজি পাই আছো A B C D Shall I close or anyone trying? Shall I close it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, closing it. The sole idea behind conducting such programs we have identified subject is sole idea यहाँ तक कोई problem नहीं है इसके बाद infinitive to के बाद verb का पहला form to create awareness among the young minds it's not for it should be corrected as about our culture it should be corrected as about our culture can be no error answer we are looking for is option C answer we are looking for is option C last question of the day friends it's a slightly longer statement but as we always believe the size of the sentence does not matter কারণ মই পৰীক্ষাত যত নেগেটিভ মার্কিং নাই মই আনসার কৰিব লাগিব এটা দুটা যদি মোক দীঘল সেন্টেন্সত দিয়ে মই কেনেকেনো এপ্ৰোচ কৰিম আজি বাৰু আমি জানো প্ৰবলেমটো প্ৰেপৰ হৈছে বাট এই কোৱেশ্চনটোৰ পৰাই মই এটা সৰু ইন্ডিকেটৰ দিব বিচাৰো যে আমি কোৱেশ্চন এটা এৰৰত কেনেকে এপ্ৰোচ কৰিম কি এপ্ৰোচ কৰিম আমি সাবজেক্ট বিচাৰিম আমি ভার্ব বিচাৰিম subject আৰু verbৰ proper agreement হৈছে না নাই চাম let's see how it goes sentence says a skillful advertiser as of now more subject to skillful advertiser may we are talking about auxiliary of possibility a skillful advertiser may be able to create practically a monopoly for himself কৈছে আমাৰ ইয়াতে subject to singular আছিল follow up pronoun is also singular themselves কোৱা নাই a himself not because his again tally হৈছে a skillful himself his not because his product কৈছে that's why it is his product is superior to আমি ডিসকাস কৰিছো superior inferior junior senior preferable always followed by to এতিয়ালৈকে ঠিক আছে but because he has succeeded in inducing মানে হল মানুহক বিশ্বাস কৰতে making people in believing that fact inducing people to believe that it is কি বঢ়িয়া লাইন ন একেবাৰে যদি লাইনটো বুজি পাও according to this line who is a skillful advertiser A skillful advertiser is the one who has the faith of the public that my product is superior to all other products. নহয় জানো? এইখানে প্ৰডাক্টৰ নামৰ লগতে আমাৰ কথা হৈ যায়, নহয় জানো? So like that way out, ইমান ধুনীয়াকে তেওঁলোকে প্ৰেজেন্ট কৰিছে, ইমান ধুনীয়াকে তেওঁলোকে প্ৰেজেন্ট কৰিছে নিজৰ প্ৰডাক্টটোক, that people product নকৈ পেলাই that item has become synonymous to the whole product, যেনেকে আমি সার্ফ কওঁ, কলগেট কওঁ, isn't it? Godrej for example, if we say মই এটা Godrej কিনিলো, এজন মানুহে খুদে কি কোম্পানীৰ কিনিলে, আরে Godrej টোৱে কোম্পানী, isn't it? So Almira is the thing dar kholoni ami Godrej koi pelao. So like this is the speciality of a skillful advertiser, you can call it, the way they have marketed that product of themselves. So এই কোশ্চেনটোত কি ধুনীয়াকে এটা বস্তু খেলিছে যদি আমি একবার মন কৰো, a skillful advertiser may be able to create practically a monopoly for himself, not because his product is superior to. এটা কথা মন কৰক, যেতিয়া আমি কওঁ X is superior, X is superior, say for example a sentence X is superior, ইয়াত মোক কিবা preposition লাগিব নেকি? Do we require any preposition after that? মোক prepo কেতিয়া লাগিব? যদি মই ইয়াতে কওঁ বন্ধুসকল X is superior dash Y, যেতিয়া মই তুলনা কৰিম এই দুটাৰ লগত, X is superior, then I will be in need of a preposition called to. But এই সেন্টেন্সটোত আরেকবার আপোনালোকে সবে মন দি পঢ়ক, এই সেন্টেন্সটোত চাওক, are we making any kind of a comparison? খুব বঢ়িয়া কোৱেশ্চন চাওক, ইমান ধুনীয়াকে আমাৰ ষ্ট্ৰং পইণ্টৰ লগত কোৱেশ্চনটোৱে খেলিছে। কেনেকে খেলিছে? আমি পঢ়ো সৰুৰে পৰা, আমি জানো যে superior, inferior, prefer, preferable to হ'ব দেই, এনেকে মনত ৰাখিবি। But the problem lies in the fact that আমি এটা বস্তু কেতিয়াবা পাহৰো নেকি যে কেতিয়া আমি to ইউজ কৰিম। আমাৰ সেন্টেন্স এটা আছিল death is preferable dash disgrace, তেতিয়া আমি to আনিছিলো, কাৰণ death and disgrace, two things we are talking about. But in this sentence, not because his product is superior to, but because superior to কাৰ লগত? Superior to x y z কিবা আহিব লাগিব ন, ইয়াততো একো দিয়া নাই। Superior to preposition nalage amak sentence to friends. This sentence does not require, bujabo parisu, this sentence does not require any preposition, not because his product is superior. We don't require any prepo in this sentence. Hence answer to this question will be the option B. যে আমি যেতিয়া পঢ়িম বস্তুখিনি, তার যদি আমি এখানে কওঁ যে অকনমান theoretical approach to the grammar is very very essential, কারণ এনেকে যদি পঢ়ি যাওঁ superior লগত to হ'ব, yes হ'ব, কেতিয়া হ'ব? যেতিয়া আমি দুটা বস্তুৰ লগত compare কৰিম। I prefer tea to milk, লাগিব ন? I prefer tea, prepo নালাগে। I prefer tea, no prepo. কিন্তু যেতিয়া মই তাৰ লগত আৰু এটা বস্তু আনিম, অবজেক্ট এটা আনিম আৰু এটা, to milk, to coffee, whatever I want to use it, I prefer tea to milk, like that. So hope session to আপোনালোকক কিবা এটা হলে অকনমান benefit দিলে। So with this we basically sum up the session on prepositions for the day. Do take very good care of yourself till we meet next time. Thank you.